oops, I hit the button. So part two. So utilities are back on, internet's back on, water's back on, gas is back on, with the exception of the furnaces and the fireplaces, which is summertime, so we wouldn't be using those anyway. So the other part, so that's dwelling. So dwelling insurance is going to, of course, whatever it costs, whatever the contractor and the insurance company agree to, and they've got, a first appraisal, or first the adjuster will give out their amount that they want to pay, and then of course the contractor comes back and says, no, I think it's this, and they'll work out whatever deal it is to fix the house, and they'll have those debates. And now the outside dwellings, the part that kind of surprised me. So all of the outside stuff, fences, walls, retaining walls, the gazebo, sheds, all that stuff is considered something that you get paid a reduced, like a depreciated amount, and they call it a non-recoverable depreciation. So say, for example, you have a fence and a tree falls on your fence, and they come and say, oh, your fence cost $10,000, and you said it was 5 years old. We're going to depreciate that down because it's 5 years old, and instead of $10,000, we're going to give you $3,000, and then you're stuck with the rest, right? You have to pay the rest of the $10,000 on your own. So you'd be out $7,000. With the trees, which is the reason for this GoFundMe, if the tree is touching a covered item, whether it be an external dwelling or the house, or covering an easement to get into your house that would prevent you from driving into it or walking around your house, those are coverable items. All the trees on my property that are not touching a covered item are my responsibility. And even the trees that are touching your property, if a covered item, if you get a contracting company that's not looking out for your best interest, or a tree company that's just out there to make money off you, they do what they call is chop and drop, where they basically charge your insurance company for whatever it costs to clear the spot, and instead of taking the wood and clearing out the debris, which you have a little bit of coverage for debris clearance, and they should, as a courtesy, take that away, since they're probably charging a high amount of money to clear that tree. Instead, they just drop it in your yard and they leave, and they get paid, and you're left dealing with all the wood. So even if you do have a tree that's covered, and whatever the reasonable expenses to remove that, you could have a tree company that really comes out here and messes you up. So you got to be paying attention to that stuff. And of course, I'm learning all this as I go. But anyways, the rest of the trees on the property that aren't touching anything, that are just laying in the creek, laying on the hill, laying in the middle of the yard, laying over the road. Of course, the road crews came through and just shoved it into the yard. All of that's my responsibility, and there's no help. FEMA did not declare a disaster in this area. Johnson County did, or some agency did, so that the city is providing dumpsters, and now they're saying that if you can drag the stuff to the road, they'll take it away. So volunteers are definitely going to be needed to do that, if I want to do it without going bankrupt. But FEMA didn't, and what the Catholic organization that I talked to today, this charity group that called me, they said that unless there's a significant amount of uninsured or underinsured residents and more than 50 homes that were flattened, FEMA is not going to declare a disaster. Now, with all these logs in the river and the creek, we have a disaster waiting to happen, because no one's paying attention to that, right? Nobody's paying attention to the fact that you've got 100 ton of wood laying over a creek that has already had potential for flooding. So everyone upstream from me, if it rains, which is supposed to rain the rest of the week, if it rains, there's possible flooding. So I hope that doesn't happen, but that's the situation we're in. So tomorrow I've got a couple of guys coming out. Our old baseball coach has grabbed a bunch of folks to come out. It could be guys and girls, to come out and help drag wood to the road. One of my best friends coming out, bringing a trailer. I got a couple of other friends that are coming out. So even if you can't help out with the money or the donations, which I do appreciate, and I know everybody can't do that, and I can tell you that in the future, I will be a little bit more empathetic to things like this, because I've donated in the past to causes, but I definitely haven't been the most open to that stuff, because I have never experienced something like this. I've never experienced a loss or a catastrophe at this level. So you just don't get it, right? You just don't get it until it happens to you. You don't have that same feeling. But now, maybe this is my life lesson from this, is that don't just flip the news over when you see someone's in a crisis, that you see someone is hurting or they've been through a tornado or a hurricane. Now I understand, right? And maybe in the past I wasn't the best at that. A lot of my charitable giving has been to family in the Philippines and stuff like that. So I haven't really considered other folks. I always try to take care of my family, and I consider that my giving. But this has definitely changed my mind on that view. So thanks for listening. I really do appreciate all of your care and the thoughts, and the phone calls keep coming in, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.